The British Broadcasting Company seemed to have the wrong end of a stick to me. Because I was watching the news last week and they said that JC had too much integrity. Now, not JC from the biblical tense. I'm talking about the man who's trying to bring around political sense to this foregone era. The press say his talk is foggy, but I've never been able to see it clearer. While others are trying their best to kick peace away, he's the only one trying to bring it nearer, and yet they say he's a man burdened by his integrity. Well, that's a common insult to the left. But how can one man have too much of a thing that I can only hope to possess? Integrity, adherence to moral and ethical principles. Integrity, the state of being whole, entire, and undiminished. Integrity, of sound or near perfect condition. Well, that's 3 definitions, and not one gives answer to how they use it as slander. Well, I'm all for a man with integrity next to a woman whose only worry is plausible deniability, so when this Titanic hits ice, she can jump ship. Well, I'm going to be with a man helping the mothers and the small kids to stay afloat, not give up hope, because he's a leader we don't need if none of us could vote. He was the type of kid who'd find a bird with broken wing. He'd nurse it back to health, even listen to it sing, whereas May and her friends could find the very same bird. They'd find out it was disabled and kick it to the curb. But yeah, you can say he's too soft because he has a moral code. And when he says he's hungry for change, not just hungry for your notes, hungry for fairness, not just hungry for your vote, and he won't push a button that will cause a whole nation to explode. Yet they throw these words at us like insults, make out his followers to be part of some mad cult. We're all liberal demons condemning religion when in reality they're just afraid of anything different. Integrity. Integrity seems to me to be what this country needs. Instead of people whose only worry is if they can stick it in their fees, and yet the BBC are putting messages on my screen telling me these aren't the things that a good leader should be. Now, don't let the media warp your view of these words. Integrity, honesty, loyalty, we need to know their worth. See, these are things that I was taught to strive for from birth, so to put a negative spin on them is simply absurd, but they'll do it to push their agenda and push their beliefs. Put their wants over other people's needs, because that's just the nature of this selfish beast, and that's just the way that it's always been. So if you want change, then I guess you'll need one small thing: integrity.